About 7:45 in the morning. So the drive gets pretty narrow at the top. He's going to remove it, the corner there, and make it wider. We're going to replant this little pine tree here because he's going to get cut away. He's in an area that needs to get leveled out. So he's going to dig a hole up here, and then we'll replant him. He's a nice little tree. He don't deserve to die. It's okay, Mr. Tree. You're gonna go live over there. Okay, clearly it's not taproot. Drainage over there. Nice channel for the water to run down. you can tell I got cold out last night. The dumpster that delivered is full of ice. Just a quick little review of this chainsaw here, this Cobalt 24 volt. It's really amazing. I cut down a whole bunch of small trees and stuff yesterday, dead fallen trees. Some of them were pretty big. It never, you know, the battery had more than enough power. It never died on me, so I don't know. It says it makes a lot of cuts. But I already have those tools, so for me it's just like an extra battery now too for most of the time. I'm not going to use it a whole lot, obviously. It's only a 12-inch blade, but that's pretty large for, you know, most little things that I need it for. I don't remember if there was an actual cut rating on here somewhere. I thought I saw where they said how many cuts. Yeah, there. Sorry. Up to 120 cuts on a single charge. Yeah, I probably cut like 50 things yesterday and didn't even come close, obviously. But it's super lightweight. It's not heavy. It doesn't make a lot of noise. Many advantages over a regular chainsaw. Otherwise operating it didn't act any different than a regular chainsaw. My only complaint would be that it did not come with oil for the chain lube on it. So other than that, you know, it came with the battery and everything. I don't know why that, you know, if they want to be able to take it out of the box and use it, they should put a little thing of oil in there for you. We've had a couple of natural watersheds here where the rainwater comes down and it was kind of cutting into the driveway. So we're putting some drain tile in. It's the kind with the slits, and then he's going to go grab some, there's a dump truck load full of the gravel here, the white limestone. So we're going to throw that in around it and bury it under the drive, just so it'll help with the drainage here. So it doesn't wash out the driveway, hopefully.
Put about this much on the pipe on out here.
Okay.
Go ahead and push some of that back that way. We'll fill that up to the top where your right foot is.
Yeah.
So when the water comes down, it'll
Immediately ducks down
go
into
down.
it. Yep.
And then we're gonna cover the pipe about this much to see how much rock we have first.
Okay.
Cause we can always put the dirt and chert back on. We got this much rock between it, you know.
Yeah, we'll be good. Look who came out to help us today. It's Hey Lance. Mr. Lucky Dog Bus Company.
Just working for a parking spot on the weekends.
some of the trash. We're getting there. Somebody busted open an old safe out here on the property, so probably stole somebody's safe and then had to get into it. Hopefully there was nothing good in it for them. Yeah, that's true. He's driving a tractor.
I was gonna say his body's not gonna ache all over like ours. I don't think.
He hasn't walked up and down that hill a dozen times. Relatively smooth. At least there's no big ruts anymore. It's all hard compacted. He's drove up and down it a couple dozen times. We've got those drain tile ditches in. He tried to slope things so that water wouldn't, and like he made a curb over there, like a wash gully. Lenny is the king of the hill tonight. All the way up on top. The solar kicked butt all day today. Batteries are 100%. This is just some of the trash that they piled up that we were going to do a burn pile. That's all wood. But luckily the neighbors stopped by just to check in on us, and she said, oh yeah, you need a burn permit to do that. I guess you need to notify the locals so they don't think there's a forest fire or something going on out here. So there's no charge to do it. You just have to call them to do it. So that surprised me that there's no fee involved with the permit. I've never heard of such a thing, but yeah, we would have been the new neighbors getting the fire department out here. You'll see all the other trash here in a minute. The drive came out pretty good. I'm real happy with it. It'll get packed down a little bit more. The first attempt to the bus didn't quite go so well. And then I forgot how my propane switch, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I turned it off. As soon as I turned it off, the bus just lost all its guts. I was trying to see if it would make it without it. And then I accidentally turned it back on and left it on, so it was idling really rough, and I didn't pay attention that it was doing that because I was so worried about rolling down the hill backwards. But I left the propane on while it was idling, rolling downhill. We're gonna grab, Kelly, let's grab this garbage here and I'll walk down. We got more oil filters and buckets and stuff over here. So I'm gonna grab this real quick here, and then we're gonna go down and lock up the gate for the night. So the dumpster's getting pretty, I would say it's 3/4 of the way full maybe.
Yeah.
A lot of there's a bunch of metal and stuff in there.
It's heavy.
That stuff was really heavy. Well, I'm saying that I only looked at it. I'm not the one that lifted it and carried it. But man, they worked hard today. Troy and Michelle came out. They're YouTube viewers. They came out and man, they really worked hard today. I really appreciate them coming and doing that. We had a lot of visitors today. Dave Story came out. I remember Dave, who worked on Lance's bus, the guy that's got the home-built helicopter. He was here. And then, yeah, Lance and his family. Our super nice neighbor stopped by just to check on us, see how we were doing. That goes down, like pull it out and then go down with it. And then go back and down and over.
Maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't go over. Okay. And then this chain goes through that little eyelet on the bottom there. Pull it tight and then just slide it down. Yep, that's good enough. That just stops it from opening. Yep, so there's the dumpster. Whew.
It'll be full tomorrow.
Yeah, still more trash. And then we're gonna take that to the oil recycling. That's filled with oil. Looks like gear oil. This is my end of day recap as Kelly is cooking dinner in the back. And I am so sore and tired. It was a rough day. I did a lot of shoveling today and walking up and down the hill a bunch of times, carrying some of the trash, but the guys, you know, they really helped out today. Troy and Michelle, for the most part, they did a lot of work with Kelly with that. We got more helpers coming tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get the rest of the trash off of the property. We're going to work on the no trespassing signs tomorrow. We're just beat, man. We are so tired. It was a rough day. The bus getting up the hill, I'm so happy that it's up here. I need to have a full head of steam in first gear in order to make it next time, I think, without having the propane. But it's a rough climb, and it really has me rethinking if I work on clients' buses here, that their buses will have to be in good enough condition to make it up that hill. That might be an issue. So I may end up having to put a shop down on the bottom. A small shop down there too, so for people whose buses can't climb the hill, I could work on it down there. But long day, super fun seeing everybody. Put a lot of hard work in. We're real happy with the way things turned out. You know, that guy spent how many hours, Kelly, on the drive? 8 hours with and he never stopped and took a lunch break or nothing. And that was like $580 was the fee for that. So I was real happy with that. I thought that was a good deal. It's not perfect. I didn't want to pay for him to continue to make it perfect because by the time we do construction and everything, it's going to get messed up again a little bit, and then I'll have him come out and do it again. But I think everything we did by adding the drainage ditches and stuff like that is really going to help in the future. So this was just a little recap, and yeah, it was, everybody around here is so nice. The neighbors, we went into town to the local hardware store, nicest little local hardware store ever. Just really loving being here. We're sad to have to leave here in a couple days to go back to the real world. Well, have a good night. Thank you.
See him loading up his tools rules. Check the air in all those duels. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Well, he's got a long, hard ride in that pre-war silver sides. Get that bus grease monkey on the road. Well, he's got that hammer down and that 47 Hound. It's that bus grease monkey on the road. He travels all around and he's coming to your town. Get that bus grease monkey down the road. With the propped up engine door, watch that bus grease monkey do his thing. 30 years behind that barn, 'cause it don't run worth a darn. Watch that bus grease monkey make it sing. He knows in Detroit there's no doubt, upside down and inside out. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Saving buses far and wide in that old blue silver sides. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Get that bus grease monkey down the road. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know?